playing Seattle Mike Fights with Friends here. Everybody, please hit that like button or I will tell your grandmother you're a raging alcoholic. Everybody, make sure you're subscribed and don't forget to double tap that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video or go live like pretty much every weekend for every major combat event. This last week, I had the opportunity to interview one of the pioneers of women's MMA, and I'll tell you guys, she pulls no punches. We went into a story about her knocking a gentleman out cold, the drug culture that's in combat sports and MMA, the sexualization of women's MMA, and kind of where we go from here. So here's some highlights from that interview. I will be dropping the entire interview this Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy it. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.
They've been there for a long time, and it just, if you don't have the look and if you don't have the right, personality entertainment wise, you just kind of get lost in the toss. So me having fake boobs and blonde hair helped me get more attention that I was comfortable with. While there's other great athletes that kind of got swept under the rug just because they didn't have that sex appeal. And that
you talked about a story that you'd been getting in fights before you got in martial arts, and a guy had actually had a confrontation with you. It sounds like he was trying to sexually assault you or something. You knocked him out?
Yeah. We were just downtown, and this was before I even started training, but I'd been in fist fights all growing up and stuff like that. And we were just leaving and wanting to go home. I think because I know for a fact that I wasn't training because we were on our way to Jack in a Box. So I was like 26 at the time, and we were just leaving a bar, and this is when I used to drink, and I was just one other girl, and we were surrounded by 5 guys, and first they were like, "Hey girls, what are you doing?" And we're like, "Going to Jack in a Box and bye." They were like, "Well, you're ugly, we don't need you anyways," or something like that. And my girlfriend turned around and just started cussing him out and got in this guy's face, and I went to go and grab her, and another guy went and grabbed me around my waist, and I just turned around and socked him. And there was 4 other guys surrounding us, and they just stopped, and the police came running over because there's tons of police when you're downtown in that environment. They're just walking the streets, to basically keep stuff like this from happening. But instead of them protecting us, they arrested me, hogtied me, threw me in the drunk tank. It was pretty brutal. It was brutal. And that guy was going to come back after they woke him up with the smelling salts and everything else. I guess he was going to come back, and they pulled him out of the planner. He was going to come and testify against me that I knocked him out. So I just paid something. Yeah. And he was from Seattle. Apparently he was going to fly back just to testify against me. I was like, how embarrassing for you, bro.
Yeah.
So I paid a bond forfeiture.
I am embarrassed that he is from Seattle, and I hope he is somewhere else and not representing our community.
I have serious drinking and drug problems, and, nobody talks about that. I can't even tell you how many UFC fighters. I did some gnarly ketamine, every kind of drug that you could think of would be circulating around these parties. High name, these guys, and all of them are on HGH. All of them. I don't care. They can't test for that, so they know that. And all of them. And just mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. It's really, really kind of scary. But you're dealing with some of the best and some of the worst people in the world. And
I just did not realize that they could not test for HGH. Does it just?
They say that they test for it, but it's they just it goes under the radar, even under the boxing commission. It's impossible for them to tell if you're on HGH.
Well, you're the first fighter I think on the record has told me everybody's on there. Several fighters have told me off the record. They're like, yeah, there's the Diaz brothers. Maybe they're not on anything, but everyone else is. As far as the guys. Exactly.
And what the Diaz brothers says is true. I did HGH. Fuck yeah.